Hey friends, thanks for joining. Today we're going to talk about one of my favorite topics, enrichment. Enrichment refers to physically and mentally stimulating toys, activities, and environments for captive animals. The goals of enrichment are to promote species-typical, or natural, behavior, enhance the animal's well-being, and allow for them to make choices and exercise control. Enrichment comes in many forms. Toys are a very common form of enrichment. In fact, they're so common that your dog or cat probably has this form of enrichment at home. Giving a pet cat a little mouse toy allows them to practice their hunting skills. Putting treats in a Kong toy for a dog makes it more challenging for them to get the reward, so they must use their brain, rather than when a treat is just handed to them. For our Crested Capuchins here, things like our spinning toys and stacked lids are all toys that promote natural behavior and keep them mentally stimulated. Food items represent another form of enrichment. If you recall from a previous video, nuts are included in capuchin diets. Here, the monkeys are given Brazil nuts, hazelnuts, chestnuts, walnuts, and peanuts in their shells. To get to the meat of the nut, the animals have to figure out how to crack open the nut, which requires a lot of serious thinking. Food is one of the most commonly used enrichment items for zoo animals, as diets can be presented in a number of ways. Scattering or burying food throughout an enclosure, freezing certain food items, and placing them in puzzle feeders all promote positive behaviors and keep things interesting for the animals. Another form of enrichment could be the habitat that the animals are in. Regularly changing the furniture items in an enclosure keeps things engaging and new for the animals, which is very good for the brain. Similarly, social enrichment, such as interactions with keepers, training sessions, interactions with visitors, and even interactions with each other, also keep the animals from being stagnant in their environment. In addition to being social enrichment, training sessions are considered cognitive enrichment. Cognitive enrichment specifically stimulates the animal's mind and generally requires them to do some sort of problem-solving activity. Participating in research projects also often can be cognitively enriching for these animals. For instance, I am performing a tool use study with these Crested Capuchins, which will inherently stimulate their cognitive abilities. One last kind of enrichment is sensory enrichment. This can take the form of spraying novel smells on a surface or playing natural sounds and vocalizations. These capuchins have a wide variety of smells to experience, from perfumes to onions, which they love to rub on themselves. Multiple species of capuchin have been known to adorn themselves with scents. While the precise reasoning for this behavior is still debated, one well-supported reason is that capuchins use smelly items as natural insect repellents in the wild. Occasionally, they get to listen to the radio or watch TV for visual stimulation, or are even given a mirror to look at. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned a little bit about enrichment. Don't forget to tune in for the next video, and as always, like, share, comment, and please donate if you can.